All right. So I'm gonna take a look at this property in Spokane, Washington. Spokane is kind of a smaller-ish city in America. It's sort of under the radar for a lot of investors, but it's got some pretty good opportunities. And I'm gonna walk through a property analysis today. Let's take a look at this thing here. So the address is 504 East 24th Ave, Spokane, Washington. Sweet. So let's have a look here. $225,000, 3-bed, 2-bath. Okay, that's a pretty good price point actually for this property. The thing about this property is its location. It's pretty good. It's right next to Manito Park. That's a really coveted, sought-after area of Spokane. So that's actually a really good deal for something like that. But why is this so cheap? So let's see here. It's been on the market for 398 days. It's over a year. So right off the bat, that's pretty alarming. Let's read this here. Green model, Craftsman, Cool. A few blocks from Manito Park. Yep, that's its major selling point. It's a really nice neighborhood. South Hill. Yeah, South Hill is the nice bougie area of Spokane. So this property's here. And Manito Park's right there. And basically this whole South Hill area is pretty bougie. It's gotta be one of the cheapest properties on the market. Yeah. As the description says, it's remodeled, so the pictures, yeah, reflect that. Both the, looks like relatively new hardwood floor. It's got some scratches and blemishes on it. But it's in pretty good condition, pretty clean. Looks like it definitely does look like it's had some work done on it. New appliances, newer countertop and cabinets, at least a fresh coat of paint. Yeah, definitely everything is newer here. Carpet looks relatively clean, bathroom looks updated. It's all very modern and consistent looking. So yeah, this is interesting. If you notice in the pictures, it claims it's a 3-2, but I only see one full bathroom here. The other bathroom, unless there's a shower or something behind this door, which I don't think there is, that's a 1.5 bath. Okay. So let's see, you walk in the front door. Oh, the outside looks nice. The roof looks like it's probably new. So you walk in the front door, and that's okay. So you walk in, and this is what you see when you walk in. This is if you turn around. And this is one of the side windows. There's the kitchen. That's bedroom number 1, presumably. It's carpeted with a closet. Bathroom number 1. Okay. Is this the same bedroom? Not sure. Oh, it's a different bedroom. Okay. So, wait a minute. There's 2 bedrooms. They're both pretty small. I mean, you could barely fit a bed in here. It does have a closet potentially over there. Yeah, this one's pretty small too. Barely enough room for a bed. Which, I guess that makes sense. They're not showing the 3rd bedroom. So it's a 3-2, where the bathroom is a 1.5 bath, and they're not showing the 3rd bedroom. That's interesting. Square footage wise, that's about right for a 3-2. So I wonder why they're not showing the bedroom. Anyway, it makes me a little suspicious because it's like any property that's a good deal wouldn't have been on the market for this long. So I'm just wondering if there's something seriously wrong with that 3rd bedroom. Alright, further down here, it's built in 1900, so this thing is 120 years old. It's a very old house. Things you're going to want to look for in old houses like this are safety standards. So if there's orange brick piping or asbestos or whatever that has been there since day one, that's not safe. Or the one thing that'll cost you even more is if the foundation has settled or cracked or is uneven, something like that. Okay, so let's take a look at the pricing history. Yeah, it's been on the market for... So it last sold in 2010, 10 years ago. And then it was listed last year at $260. That's very high. And the price has been decreasing since. Okay, well, let's plug this into Google Maps and check out the property. It's very important to have a look at the actual streets and everything. Alright, so street view. Okay. That's an interesting multi-family unit. But apart from that, everything else looks like a single family. Which brings property values up. Yeah, all these houses around it look pretty nice. That one looks like it's cheaper. So this is our house, and it's right across the street from the business. I want to get a yoga studio. It's kind of nice, right? Yoga studios bring up the property value of the neighborhood, gentrifying neighborhood. This is heavily green, heavily treed. They've got trees that touch in the middle. That's a nice money neighborhood. So what I'm noticing here is that the property appears to be missing a driveway. This is the neighbor's driveway. That's our house. It's got a weird basketball net here. This is not a driveway for this house. That looks like a way into another sort of multi-family unit back there. So you'd have to park your car in the street. Not the worst thing in the world, but Spokane gets long winters, snow, weathering. Alright, let's have a look at the 3D view. So this is interesting too. On the street view here in Google Maps, you notice where the dividing lines for this parcel are. And this property is significantly smaller than the other ones, right? So it's like half the size. So if you look at the lot size here on Zillow. Yeah, it's like 3,400 square foot, which is, I imagine the others are probably around 6,000 plus. I wonder why it's so much smaller. Okay, so that could explain why it's so much cheaper. The size of the house is not bad if it's actually 1,300 square foot. Satellite view. This is nice. You can kind of get a 3D model view of the neighborhood here. So we can confirm that these are multifamilies back here. Apartment buildings. And this is like a weird lot that's been carved out for just this house. A lot of trees. That's great for property value. Let's actually look at the neighborhood's property value, because the price of your house is often set by the price of your neighborhood, not as much as the features. So the price of your house is generally set by the neighborhood and less so by the features of your house. Let's look at street view here. So this is it's a 3-2. Let's have a look at the other houses. There's 2 1s here. This is actually 1.5, so it's like a 3 1.5. That's a much bigger house. It's a 2-1. That's much bigger. And it costs more, but I think that's for the land, right? So that's about right. That's a smaller house, much smaller house. Sells for more, so that's encouraging. Okay, it's a 4-1. Alright. So there's anything from, these data points are anything from a 4-1 to a 2-1. It goes, that's a 4-2. Yeah, so 4-1s to 2-1s go for around 300,000 to, I think this is the cheapest one on the block, 225. So that's good that it's the cheapest house on the block. It means that as the property value of the other houses go up, they'll lift the property value of that one as well. So this is probably a good comp. It's a smaller house. It's 2-1, bigger lot. This one the same price. So I say, big caveat. What does the third bedroom look like? Well, actually, the kitchen's real small here too. For 1,300 square foot, you should have a much bigger kitchen. Tiny sink. There's no dishwasher. I also did not notice a washer dryer anywhere. I don't know if it has a laundry room or built-in washer dryer. This will be good to follow up with. It doesn't say anything about washer dryers here. What else? So this is definitely a renovated property where if you were hoping to grab something cheap on the market and then renovate it to raise the property value, you don't have that here. This is already done for you. Right, so let's do an actual analysis real quick. So price, 23,000. So interest rate, say for the loan that you're getting 20% down, standard 3-year loan. I don't know what it is right now. Probably let's say if you're gonna live in it, 3.5%. Taxes, let's see, I should say here. Price history, tax history. Okay, tax assessment. Property taxes over 12 per month. That's 161.25. Insurance, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a conservative estimate here, 900 per year. So let's do. Rent. Question mark for now. Closing costs. Say $4,500. So let's see here. So 20% down. Mortgage per month. So total cost per month. Let's see. Let's go to the Zillow mortgage calculator here. Boom. Okay. So payment 20%, 3-year fixed. Interest rate 3.25. Let's just do a conservative estimate of 4% here. Yeah. So get rid of this stuff. So 859 a month. 3% down was what? $35,000. Okay. Cost per month here is going to be basically mortgage plus monthly taxes plus insurance plus some other stuff, right? Homeowners insurance warranty per month, $45 approximately. So add that sucker. Boom. What else? Okay, so your rents. Let's see. What does something like this rent for this neighborhood on Zillow. So it's here. Let's look for our rent. Let's look for these two ones. 1800. That's really good. This place looks nice though. 3-1, 1600 square foot. Yeah, that's a big yard. Okay, so just a couple more data points down here. That's a 3-2. That's a proper 3-2. It's a much bigger house. 2,200. That's a 4-2. 1,900. This one's also much bigger property. Okay, so I guess. So let's make a conservative estimate here. If we lucky to rent it out for, let's say 1,200, ballpark, plus minus a couple $100. So revenue per month would be what? Profit per month. Be this guy minus this guy. That's not too bad. Of course, you're gonna have holding costs, so you're gonna have the cost of repairs, etc. And then you have vacancies. Gotta plan that in too. So a couple of months with the vacancies to be conservative. You're really talking about. So that's sort of like. So it's 10 months of this. Whoop. Plus a couple months worth of holding costs, right? So, minus holding costs. So if you have 2 months worth of vacancies, I'm actually just gonna two months vacancies, you stand to lose about $1,500 a year. If you have no vacancies, you're gonna make about $600. Got 1 month worth of vacancy, you lose $500. Okay, so in summary, what do we think? There's some pros and cons, and bear in mind this is all just my own opinion. First, the positives. It is a very nice neighborhood. The city is a growing city. Rents will increase, and the appreciation of the houses is pretty much guaranteed to increase for the foreseeable future. It is pretty cheap at $225 for even as a 1.5. It's updated. The cons, though, it is a smaller lot. There's no parking spot. I didn't see the third bedroom in the pictures, and the 2 bedrooms that I did see were tiny. The yard, if it does exist, there's not much room for it. It's got to be really small. The kitchen's small. There's barely any counter space. There's no dishwasher. I didn't see a washer dryer, so some missing appliances. And the biggest problem of all for an investment property is that the cash flow is pretty low. Well, definitely for the first year because you got closing costs, and even missing 1 month's worth of rent a year as a vacancy is going to set you in a negative immediately. And we haven't even factored in any big items of repair expenditures. So if you are somebody who doesn't really care about losing a couple $100 or a couple $1,000s a year, and it just wants to buy a place and wait and hold it for like 10 years for the appreciation, it's a good call. But if you're somebody that looks to have a positive cash flow, maybe look somewhere else.